So far, 106 degrees right now, or at least a couple minutes ago. I don't know if it dropped since then. But right now, Tehachapi is looking nice and cooler than we're seeing right now. Sunshine is still out there, and you still have about 3 hours of it until it starts to set. Right now, there you go, 106 in Bakersfield at Sky Harbor. Winds out of the northwest at around 12 miles per hour. Tehachapi seeing 91 degrees, and Mojave's just breaking 100. Those winds are picking up there as well. 107 in Fresno, 88 in Mammoth Lakes, 91 in Sacramento, and then we're seeing those gorgeous 70s and 60s along that central coast. Down in out in Vegas, 111 and 107 also in Palm Springs. So here's those wind speeds picking up in Mojave, about 20 miles per hour right now. Just something to be aware of. Not enough to put us in an advisory though. Storm Shield Doppler is scanning clear. We are seeing a little bit of scattered ground clutter, but that's about it. All thanks to that high pressure building off the coast, and actually is really heading into Kern County. Today is going to be the apex of that ridge of high pressure really heading in, and that low pressure off to the Pacific Northwest is really just going to miss us over our heads. Got to head up towards parts of Oregon and then of course Canada, giving them an opportunity to cool off. But because it's so hot, parts in the Southwest are seeing a excessive heat watch. We are talking San Bernardino County, parts of Las Vegas, and then of course into Phoenix. They're going to see record temperatures of about 111 midweek, about starting tomorrow. So here is our almanac. We are about a good 10 degrees above average for this time of year, but our record set back in 1950 what was 115. We won't be hitting that, but air quality is going to be decreased to unhealthy for sensitive groups due to that high pressure. As we forecast for tomorrow, 84 in South Lake Tahoe, 105 in Fresno, 72 in San Francisco, 70s along that coast, 65 up in Morro Bay, and then 110 in Palm Springs and 73 in San Diego. Here on the valley floor, a little bit cooler than today, 104 for a high in Bakersfield as well as in Delano and Wasco, 102 in Isabella, 92 in Fraser Park, and then over in our desert, good old Ridgecrest seeing 111 degrees. Look at that, 100 breaking in Lancaster. Overnight lows there in the 70s. So here is your 4th of July forecast. Here's a little breakdown of what you can expect. By noon, we will be seeing those 90s as it does start to warm. 5 p.m., 103 will be your high for today. And then just in time for those fireworks, we're going to see 90 degrees by 9 p.m. Not only cooling down until about midnight into the 80s. So there is a look at your weather headlines, and looking ahead to the 4th, like I said, a high of 103 degrees. Finally, here's a look at your 7-day forecast, 103 by Friday as we stay very consistent through the weekend, and then dropping into the 101 degrees on Sunday. Tuesday, 102. So as you can see, we're seeing those triple digits all across the board. No relief in sight there. Look at the mountain forecast over in Tehachapi, though. Tomorrow, breezy conditions, and then as we forecast for our July 4th there, fireworks are going to be wonderful there. We are going to see cooler conditions for the 4th of July when those fireworks start at around 9 o'clock in the evening. 70 degrees, winds calm out of the southeast at around 5 p.m. So it's going to be a gorgeous night for those fireworks. And then cooling down into the 80s, upper 80s by Monday, right back into the 90s though on Tuesday. Lastly, in your Kern River Valley, we are going to see those triple digits through the 4th of July, 100 for a high there, and then cooling down into the mid 90s by Tuesday. Overnight lows there in the 70s. But a fun fact for you guys, this is not actually technically a heat wave like I had explained earlier, because our overnight lows are not dropping, or they are dropping below the 80s. In order to be a heat wave, our overnight lows have to stay in the 80s, and we're actually going to be a little bit cooler than that. So it feels like a heat wave though.
Well, all I know is I've had my air conditioner cranked for about 2 months now. I don't think I've turned it off.
I don't look at the bills anymore.
Yeah, it's painful, right?
I owe PG&E something. It's probably a lot.